I need to share something horrible with you. Something not a lot of people are going to have the strength to listen to and understand. There are people out there who still do not understand why marginalized people feel threatened. People who don't understand are not being targeted by messages of violence. What a lot of white and straight people don't understand in this country is that LGBTQ+ people and other minorities are overwhelmingly targeted by autistic and schizophrenic conservative adults. When you all turn around and the minority is vulnerable, they pull on an anonymous mask and corner that innocent person in the dark. This behavior is being directly encouraged by right-wing political media. A normal person does not react to the more radical statements in the same way as someone operating with those kinds of mental illnesses. Modern alt-right ideology exploits the fear, paranoia, and mental illness of vulnerable individuals who need genuine help before they target and murder an innocent person for looking different. Even openly talking about destroying liberal cities and hunting us when we are forced to move to rural areas. We are real people. We are Americans. We are real American citizens and families with hopes, dreams, and love in our hearts. Conservatives seek to murder us and at minimum make minorities feel so unsafe they go through life hiding from potential attackers. A lot of us believe there is a civil war coming. Not a revolution but countrywide feud based on years of ideological separation through intense political brainwashing. One that will destroy the country for generations and create division unlike anything you've had to survive yet. Don't say we didn't see it coming, because this is my warning to you all formalized. Good luck and stay safe.
Interesting. Try 5345. 52 mean ago. According to CNN, MSNBC and leftists. It's defending yourself with a firearm while white standing peacefully while being attacked with racist slurs while white on a college field trip advocating for white rights and white representation. To stop anti-white hate on school grounds and in society as a whole, or being born inherently racist when born white. American society is heavily racist towards whites as they don't punish companies or people with hate crimes or discrimination teams faxed. Then there was the abuse of the Google Dictionary definition of racism, and they changed it so they could be more racist towards whites, which in itself is a hate crime and racist type of a specific race. And basically they changed it to where minorities or marginalized people couldn't commit acts of race hate, which they were actually doing at that time. And there was the blacks can't be racist, they can only be prejudiced. Slander against Abe Lincoln, who freed the slaves, as a racist because he was white, not because he was a racist. Slander against George Washington, who helped fight the slavers of Great Britain back off the shores of the USA, and then his name was attacked by BLM, the hate group, or their counterpart Black Bloc Antifa terror groups. And then there's the time they attacked the colonists who founded America, who were whites, and then they desecrated the grave and memorials, then put up a black neo-supremacy statue which was then swiftly thrown into a dumpster. Or the fact they attacked a general memorial and grave site, meaning they committed evil crimes against humanity, but they also attacked him because he was white, not because of his political opposition to Abe Lincoln. And while it is a good thing we found artifacts due to the removal of the large statue, it doesn't change the fact they're committing treason and crimes against America. And then there's the Democrats, who interestingly are the same party of race and are actively trying to disarm Americans when they previously started a civil war and killed Americans that resulted in the public execution of a Republican president, which was the assassination of Abe Lincoln. Finally, there's the fact that BLM and any who supports crazy superfluid gender garbage act are either crazy or pedophiles. The reason being is the most targeted groups for their terror ideologies are topically children under the age of 14, meaning they're all minors. But what's worse is not only do they abuse and sexually assault or unknowingly assisted in the sexual assault of minors, these Individuals have never been caught because they're protected by BLM and LGBTQ plus trans rights BS. Nobody is non-male female. There's 3 genders at most and 2 at best. They can all FK off and drive their cities into shitholes, and when they come to a red state, arrest them or shoot them, not only for the crimes they have committed but also for the crimes they intended to commit upon. Coming to Texas, Florida direct. I don't like child trafficking rings, I don't like rapists in schools who disguise themselves as trans, and I don't like traitors masquerading as lawful congressmen or women, and I especially hate invaders.
Wait a minute, I didn't post anything. Matt, I didn't post anything.
So I'm not going to waste my time explaining every individual lie and political talking point, but if you aren't educated enough to have been alarmed by the inaccuracy of each sentence in that diatribe, you haven't watched enough post-arrest interviews with conservative terrorists. Every single thing that was said here is a radical neo-Nazi talking point, and he ends with a call for violence. I strongly believe that people making these kinds of threats should be investigated criminally because, well, most paranoid, schizophrenic, autistic adults are harmless. It's only a matter of time before someone gets hurt when one very specific political faction is exploiting their voting base's mental illness to crowdsource their dirty work. This is what minorities deal with all the time, and nearing an election cycle it's getting much worse again. So again, good luck out there. Stay safe and never be afraid to seek professional mental health care.